So this is the very beginning of the game. As you can see, currently we're running at around 19, 20, 21, 18 FPS. It's going up. It would settle at around 29 once all the textures and shaders load in. There you go, 29 FPS. So this is obviously on the absolute lowest in-game settings possible. And let's see how it fares. In combat, I believe it will drop a lot more. And obviously, I can't really test this for the whole game, but there will be points in the game where the FPS will dip to unbearably low levels. But I think it's really cool and really promising that this is able to run right now at around 25, 28 FPS. So that means that with the proper driver support and updates, we might be able to get this to stable 30 FPS. It's gonna be probably on the lowest settings, but whatever. If it runs a stable 30 FPS, that would be pretty good. So running around, it's around 25, 26 FPS. I want to get into some combat here so we can see what it's really like in combat, but I don't want to have to pay too much attention to the actual combat. How do I change weapons? Oh my god. Okay, so it's actually staying pretty stable even in combat, and I died again. Maybe I shouldn't review games I'm not good at. It doesn't seem like it's dropping any frames in combat, which is pretty good. And we're back at the start. And when you look at the map like this, the whole map, it drops to around 22 FPS. But when you're kind of focused on your character and maybe you're looking a little bit like that because you're trying to focus on an enemy, it's actually a lot better. There is some popping of some shadows, especially around the tree leaves. You can see that. You can see how it pops in and out. I'm not sure if this is caused by the game being set to the lowest settings or if it's caused by the drivers, but other than that, it's actually pretty stable. In terms of temperatures, we're at around 62 degrees, which is the best we've seen so far. In Red Dead Redemption, we were running at 70 degrees. So the fan isn't even that loud. I mean, obviously it's loud and it's not a nice experience. I can still hear it, but it's not as bad as it could be. Can we get some decently low-level mobs so that I can try some combat? Oh, starting to stutter here. Okay, there's some mobs over there, I see. Let's see if we can get some good combat going here. It's almost stable 30 FPS, almost. It just needs like a little bit more and it will be 30 FPS. Like if I remove the FPS meter and I give you a blind test, you're probably gonna say, yeah, that's 30 FPS. That's playable right there. If it doesn't stutter and it doesn't crash or freeze or anything like that, I would call this playable. Enjoyable, maybe not, but it's definitely playable. Like there's no question about it. Can I play the game? That's another, I think that's another question. If you do turn around like this and you see the whole picture, it drops quickly to 25 FPS. So if you were to face like a gigantic boss where you have to look up a lot or something like that, it would probably, you would probably notice the FPS dip. But honestly, this is super great right now. It's actually surprising how great this runs, considering I've tried older games that don't run as well as this does. Is this a mob? Okay, that's a mob. Let's see. Did he just fart on me? Oh, I get poisoned? Oh shit. Cinematic 24 FPS. What more can you ask for? Let's see, this guy is gonna put up a fight. Okay, let's see if we can move maybe to a different zone or something like that and see if we can get a bit better perspective of what the frame is like. I can't really say that it doesn't dip in combat because, well, as you can see, the combat isn't really the most riveting gameplay, I guess, in these first few mobs. They're not giving me much of a challenge, even though I died 3 times already. It's not a lot of movement that I need to do, so that's what I'm. Let's see, is this a bad guy? Okay, they're all bad guys, I guess. Oh, this guy has a huge spear. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Temperature wise, around 64 degrees. And power wise, it's around, it jumps between 13 16 watts, which is pretty good. 15 watts. I would say battery life is definitely above 2 hours. I would need to do some calculation. Oh my god, did this guy just spawn more enemies? Oh it's definitely more than 2 hours. Oh my god. They just want, okay, yeah, there's like 6 of them. Probably around 230 hours, something like that. Okay, let's see, can we run this at a lower performance level here? And we are also going to limit this to 30 FPS. We're not getting more than 30, but let's just limit it anyway. And we can drop the power to around 13 watts. Amazing. At this wattage, that's pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Elden Ring. I don't really know what else to show. Unfortunately, I'm not near a boss or anything like that where I can show you any kinds of different gameplay. All I can do is die to like the easiest guys in the game, I guess. Let's see, can I shoot them? How do I... Oh. Oh my god, why does it take so long to load an arrow? Okay, so let me go over the options I have. For compatibility layer, we are using Proton 10 ARM64X-T. The translation parameters, I've set this to extreme, and then you click on TSO enabled, SMC checks, no checks. This is pretty much nowadays what I use for every game. It seems to be running quite well. Now for GPU driver, we're using the latest turnip available driver, which is 26 R8B4. Now the B3 and the B2 also work, but they introduce visual glitches, popping in squares and triangles and all sorts of textures, pretty much messed up. This one fixes all of that. And for DXVK, we're at the latest one, which is 2.7.1-1 async, and the Viki D3D version is the 2.14.1 Proton. CPU translator, this is just the latest available. That's pretty much it. The game is running in 720p. It's worth noting that I'm running this on the high performance mode and the fan is set to smart. It will pretty much blast to about 70-80% fan speed. You might be able to hear it or might not be able to hear it. Can't really capture all of the sound properly with this microphone, but whatever. Yeah, I died again. So there you have it. I'm really not good at the game, but the game runs decently well on the Odin 3. We just need a tiny bit more, just a little bit more power to get it to stable 30, and maybe with some updates to some drivers, that would be quite achievable. So that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, consider leaving a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more Odin 3 content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.